compared to this time a year ago. Why is it so much better, in your opinion?
I think that we're a more mature offense. I said in a meeting that we had the other day that against Penn State that week we didn't do pods or inside, which are kind of two of our staples in the run game in terms of practicing. And we still were able to come out and run for a ton of yards and match the guys up inside. Excuse me. So I think the maturity level of this team is just, I think it definitely accounts for more than anything.
And then you're watching that game Saturday. They seem bound and determined to pitch you guys. I mean, get you guys inside. I mean, y'all throw the ball.
Yeah,
we're seeing how it softens up. I mean, y'all didn't have that ability a lot last year. Talk about what that means just from a flexibility standpoint.
It means a lot that we can go two-dimensional, that we can run. If you want to clog the box inside and run a good scheme to stop the run, we have no problem with throwing it. And we got a good scheme going. I mean, it just says a lot to our maturity level and how we can go two-dimensional.
Let me ask one more thing along that line, though. The last couple of weeks, I mean, Penn State was pretty good, but not a great defense. Last week, is there any false gold or fool's gold here with you guys, do you think, from an offensive standpoint? Meaning, could you be thinking you're better than you are, or do you feel like it's real?
I feel that it's real. It could be smoke and mirrors if you only went off the Purdue game, but I feel that as long as you run the ball effectively, I think that's a good telltale sign that those were quality wins. And we didn't run the ball. You know, Purdue did have a really good scheme to stop us in the run game.
Still ran for 300.
Yeah. Well, that was mostly. I mean, it was only 174 at the end of the half.
Yeah.
So it was something like that. But I think that as long as you run the ball effectively, I think that's a telltale sign that you played physical, you played hard, and that this isn't smokes and mirrors and fool's gold.
When you look at this offense compared to a year ago, or I don't know what Urban said, were you guys a bad offense last year?
In his words, yes. And in our terms, maybe not, but we haven't seen what a good offense was. And I think now we can look back and say, yeah, we probably were a bad offense. And, but, you know, new system, there's a ton of things to blame, but right, wrong, or indifferent, we're a lot better this year.
Corey, when you think about how well your offense is playing right now, there are two offenses playing Thursday night, Baylor and Oregon, that are even ahead of you guys statistically this year. I think Baylor's putting up like 700 yards a week almost. Oregon. What are they doing? Like, if you know what a good offense is now, right? You know you guys put up more than 600. Are they playing a different game? Is it the defenses that they're facing aren't as good, or how can you imagine stats like they have?
You know, I think that I haven't watched them a lot. I guess I've watched Oregon a little bit, but I mean, you know, I got my own opinion on things. But regardless, they're playing a little bit different run and gun, a little bit more run and gun. Not Oregon as much as Baylor, but I think that they're just run little. It's the little things that they do that are a little bit different than us. We're more of a They like to get guys on the edge and get speed and into the game, but we like to stay true to our foundation that we're a mash, run the ball up the middle, A-gap type zone team, and call it how you see it. I mean, we don't put up the numbers that they do, but I think, in my own opinion, I think we play a little bit more of a physical offense and a conventional style offense than they do.
So when you get up over 600 yards, though, isn't it all after that kind of house money?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the last 2 weeks, y'all been well over 600 and stuff. I mean, does it feel like that out there? Does it feel like you're getting yardage that kind of gobs?
Definitely. The best part about it is, last year, sometimes, I'd get a really good block and look behind me and be like, oh, we didn't get any yards. But I rarely ever see that now because everybody's doing their job and we're all on the same page, and that it all feels like our offense is everybody's on the same page.
So you like that aspect that you guys are putting up points and yards, but it's sort of behind that power run game. It's not just sort of flinging it around.
Yeah, and I'm inexperienced in terms of college football knowledge, but I think that our game, our style of offense, the runs the ball at the A-gap zone type deal, manages the clock a little bit better. We take a lot of time off the clock. I think it was like a 5-6 minute drive one time at the Penn State game or the Iowa game. But I think that's going to come in handy down the road. That when we're able to manage the clock, these other teams, running and gunning and it only takes 2 seconds to get a drive off. Their defense is going to be fast.
Corey, are you and your teammates interested in the games that are going on Thursday through Saturday with the BCS implications? Are you guys going to be watching, or I know you can't do much about it, but you going to take an interest in that?
Absolutely. It's a 4-horse race right now. We have to do everything in our power to not let somebody from behind stop or jump us, but we're absolutely interested in it because it's no longer a case of us just playing our best. We also have to have somebody else not play their best. So I'm very interested in the game Thursday. I'm not sure if there's any other big games on Saturday.
Well, you got Alabama, LSU.
Oh yeah, definitely. We're absolutely.
But how do you keep somebody from jumping you? What's the?
Put up
you
points.
Can't jump out. Yeah.
Coach Meyer said it today. I mean, if we beat Penn State 13-10, we're not in this conversation. Baylor jumps us, or Stanford jumps us, or whatever. But regardless, we did put up the points. We got to put up points and stop these defense because call it what it is. I mean, we aren't facing the number 5 team in the nation or next week or from then on out. So we got to put up points. And we got to not let them score.
Corey, along those lines, a couple more questions for Corey this week. Let's pretend here for a minute that you can schedule a game. Who would you schedule?
Let's play Bama. I mean, go for it all. I don't know. I mean, that's so unrealistic. I'm just joking around, but I don't know. We're gonna play somebody in the bowl game. That's all we're worried about.
So is that something you guys do discuss? Is putting up style points to prevent other teams from jumping you?
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, it's the reality of the situation. Call it unsportsmanlike, call it whatever you want. I was actually I was researching the BCS on what they do, and the guy had cited about 40 academic articles. I was like, all right, I'm not going to do this. But the Harris poll, I think it is, and it takes into account the amount of points that you're supposed to win by, and then the amount of points that you do win by. And I mean, the factors in that. So call it unsportsmanlike, call it running up the score. Regardless, we're trying to accomplish something that nobody else in our conference is trying to accomplish at this point.
Do you think it's fair that you guys are where you are in the BCS standings?
Yeah, I mean, a lot goes into, as I found out, a lot goes into the BCS rankings. I mean, it's not really my place to say whether it's fair or not. I think that they do the best job that they have right now. It's very hard when teams across the country don't play the same schedule strength and varying out of conference games. So it's hard, and especially when you schedule these out of conference games years out in advance. It's very hard for us to control who we play and how those teams do. And so, anyways, I think it's as fair as it can be.
You having a party Thursday night? Have the guys over at the place to watch the games? Or?
No, actually, I got to do a project Thursday night. I got
homework during the games?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Corey, how's Taylor doing? Decker, how's he doing? Is he practicing with you guys today?
No, he wasn't practicing with us today. He's healing up from an MCL sprain. It's nothing serious. That's why we wear knee braces. And so he's going to be fine, though. They're just taking every precaution to make him 100% when he comes back to playing Illinois.
So you think he will play against Illinois?
Oh, without a doubt, yeah.
Thanks, man.
Thanks,
Appreciate it.
Corey.
Thanks,
Thanks, Corey.